Marcellus.
Marcellus.
Here's one for you. So do you like them?
I think it's beautiful. So you went down there? Was the market open? Did you go to see any pottery? Like,
I'm a little bit like lightheaded. I've been out in the sun and
but I was wondering.
we also
For the first time, we went to
a tower. Oh, medieval tower. No, a castle. It was like, was it a tower?
well, there's two. There's in
We went up
Versailles.
to the top.
Yeah, so that's a tower. That's the new that's the new tower. So you get it was like the stairs were wood.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so we did that also.
Okay.
That's kind of cool. That was made in the 15th century. Yes. So we went to this monastery de Seo Martino de Tiberias. Well worth it. 5 kilometers long.
Really? From here?
Well worth it. This is the picture from the inside the chapel. And then this is the outside of it. And then there are grounds, there's gardens, there's everything. So this is part of it. More inside. And then this is like a hallway that goes around the courtyard and different the fun things. I know. Wait. That's what the thing is. So we went and we were up in the choir loft, and I said, "Look what I found."
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! And my sister, and so I find it, and Ben goes, my sister goes, "Oh, that one's extra bloody."
It is. That is extra bloody.
But yeah, that was, we went to Peru to see somebody that he used to work for a venture capital firm in Tel Aviv called Arca, and one of his coworkers left and moved to Florida.
Oh wow.
So he's been in touch with her for a long time. So he went to her, see her, and he went to the bookstore, the bookstore that Harry Potter's was.
Oh,
So Rowling
cool.
met.
That's in Portugal?
Yes, she lived in Portugal when
That's right. I saw something about
J.K.
that.
Rowling
When you were there.
built,
Yes.
based her books
On
on
stuff there. I remember when she was
living
there. I saw something
So
about
the other thing is, are you guys Harry Potter people?
No, but we have a cousin that is. Oh, Mom, will you hold that open for a minute?
Every one of my days have blended together.
Yeah. I know.
So
They keep asking
if you did it,
what day it is. Sorry.
those are all for Brooklyn.
Well, for
you
anyone,
guys.
for anyone, but we finally found out it was really, yeah, we finally found ice, and she's like, I could use some ice cold water, so.
So she, in Harry Potter, there's different houses of stuff, and one of them is Gryffindor.
Yeah.
There's a fountain in Porto that's a Gryffindor.
I saw that! I saw that, and I was like, that looks like something straight out of Harry Potter.
And then the bookstore is right. That's so funny. And this was Ben and Ellen when they got their luggage. They finally got their luggage. Well, not only did they get her luggage, they got their luggage. Here she is, getting her Australian passport back. But they had already found it and they reported it lost, so they had already kept her passport. So it doesn't matter. She'll just go to the embassy. She left it on. She wants your passport and the luggage in your ride.
Having a good day?
I'm saying good morning to everybody because I can't figure out what time it is.
Oh my gosh, I
It's
know.
like one of those things.
Well, what
like,
day
you,
is
you
it?
know that it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, yeah, but to me
I know.
it's good morning.
It's such a weird feeling.
It's just a weird vacation where you're just
Everything
waiting
blends
for the next
into
game.
one another.
Right?
I don't know what day
Planning
it is.
activities around the next game.
I don't ever know what day it is, I swear to
Did you guys get anything good at the market?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we just
guys
look,
get
we
anything
have
good?
this.
No, we didn't buy anything.
Oh, really? We went up in the tower. Did you go in the tower?
Yeah, that was cool.
Could you go all the way to the top?
Yep. Yeah.
That's the top two,
Did you go
right?
into the church there too? The
It was like the castle, right? Or
well,
what
there's a
was it?
tower, and then there's a church with others by the bridge.
Tell me when
Okay.
she comes
No,
in.
wait. I don't know what we went into. It was
It
like
was
those
out-
beautiful gardens right below it.
Yes. No,
That's
so-
what we went in.
Yes.
With all the stairs.
Closer to the bridge that goes over the river,
Yes.
there was so closer to the bridge that goes over the river, there was like an old archaeological building and a church.
Yeah. No. We didn't get to that.
Find everything.
I know. I feel like you've
I did
maximized.
research.
You've maximized this
Please,
trip.
I had people to entertain. But today was a bus. Today was a bus. I was on my way to the restaurant. Sounds good.
So yeah, I had a call. I couldn't get on it. But it's done. Careful with the eating. Lots of water.
Morning, guys.
Exactly. Crazy. Yes, it is. Yeah. Exactly.
Good afternoon. Bon dia from Braga, Portugal, as we are bringing you the second semi-final of the day of these European Lacrosse Championships. We saw earlier today England defeating Scotland 11-5. The English looking strong and booking their spot in that final in a couple of days' time. But today we are bringing you a rematch of 5 years ago. Wales versus Israel, both fighting it out for a spot in the semi-finals. As you can hear the crowds behind me cheering. They've both had pretty different routes to the semi-finals. Israel, it has been all their way. They topped the group. Israel remain unbeaten, and they had a relatively straightforward quarter-final, winning 19-5 against Italy yesterday. On the other side of things, it's been a little bit tougher for the Welsh team, but they have improved every game. They lost in the group to Scotland, managed to just squeeze through a playing game against the Netherlands, and yesterday they caused an upset against the higher-seeded Irish team, winning that quarter-final 10-8. If we have a little look at the two teams now, Israel actually have 3 of the top point scorers of this tournament so far. Number 3, Jackie Stoller, has 27 points. Number 21, Jordan Lipkin, has 23 points. And number 23, Zoe Martin, has 22 points. With number 8, Hannah Hilkoff, also in the top 8 point scorers of this tournament. So Israel, a really balanced attack, and you can expect to see goals from any of their attacking players. As we've said, if we have a little look at the Wales side, they have grown in confidence every game. They're putting in a better performance every game that we see them. And their points leaders are the attacking duo, number 8, Ellie Jones, and number 16, Iona Dryden. Number 5, Charlotte Williams, is getting it done on the draw circle for Wales. But the one to watch today is the Welsh goalkeeper, Harriet Brooks. Number 1, she has had the last 2 most valuable player awards for the Welsh team. So we are looking forward to seeing a top performance from Brooks in goal today. Whew, catch my breath after an exciting introduction. You can see the captains are out there, but I am Sophie Coombs-Roberts and I'm joined by Anna Peterson. Anna, what are your thoughts ahead of this matchup?
I'm always thankful for you doing these introductions because there's so many stats to go through. I think the Wales that we've seen the past few days has been a completely different team than we first saw at the beginning of this tournament, especially with Harriet Brooks in goal. She was keeping that team in the game, engaged yesterday. I think Israel their defense is going to have to be on the ball from the beginning against this Israeli attack that is so multi-talented. But I think as long as they come out hard, this is going to be a really good game. We've seen beautiful passing from Wales as well in the past few days, so I hope it's a competitive game. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how the Welsh defense handle this really firepower Israeli attack. We haven't seen anyone challenge Israel's attack yet, and could the Welsh defense be the ones to do it today? And it's going to be a change in the type of attack that they're defending. You're going to see behind-the-back attempts that maybe they haven't seen so far in this tournament yet, and just a different level of skill on the attack. Yeah, and Team Israel have maybe played some of the fastest attacking play that we have seen this whole tournament. So many threats. They also share the ball really well. They have a very even distribution of assisted goals as to one-on-one goals. So a really tough task for the Welsh today, but they will feel they're up to the challenge. And I feel both have deep benches. We've seen Wales come through with the, you're not seeing an A line and a B line, and you're seeing the same with Israel. Everyone is a threat all the way down their roster. So I think it's going to be fun. I hope it'll be fun. I think it's going to be a great game. Let's see if the Welsh are able to challenge the Israelis. Team Israel have looked unstoppable so far this tournament, as we see number 5s all around. Levy Smith and Williams into the draw circle to start this matchup. As it is Sophie Morrill, the attacker, who manages to scoop that ball up one-handed over the line. Yeah, and they'll get advantage after across the body there. Oh! And that was a quick look from Wales there. You'll hear a lot of crowd on our broadcast today because everyone is trying to stick in the shade on this very hot day, so they are right in front of the commentating booth. So those oohs and ahs will be, I think, synchronized both from us and the crowd. So Wales were looking to move quickly there. A couple of nice opportunities, weren't able to finish that off, as the ball now in the hands of, number 25, Hannah Hilkoff. I called her number 8 earlier. That would have been a really energizing start for the Wales team there, but I think let's see how long they can keep Israel from scoring. Great job there. Great positioning on that bottom foot by number 1.
That is Harriet Brooks, who we called out at the top here, making her first save of the game.
She's had a 62% save percentage for so far in this tournament. I think she's ranked number 4 in success for the goalies of this tournament, so she's just been an absolute stellar player.
As we see the veteran player Laura Warren with that interception, transitioning the ball down. Wales now deciding to settle it down.
I think they were seeing if they could get that little pass off before Israel got settled, but the angles just were not there. Smart of them to say, no, let's spread this out and play our game.
So it's Morrill, number 14. She missed a couple of games this tournament due to a lower body injury, but great to see her back out there. Expect to see her being dangerous today, as a stick handling error there from Ellie Jones gives the ball back to another goalie who has been stellar throughout this tournament, number 30, Julie Krupnik, for Israel in goal there.
54% shot percentage there, but you have to say she probably hasn't seen as much attention there on the defensive end for Team Israel. They've been so dominant in their attack.
And actually the ball carried over there by Elizabeth Joffrey. I think she's been sensational for the Israeli defense, a real transition machine.
Yeah, we heard her name a lot over the past few days compared, I think, to the beginning of the tournament. And that's a goal for Team Israel.
And that is a really skilled goal from Hannah Hilkoff. Number 25 for Team Israel is the first player to get her name on the score sheet this afternoon. Hilkoff with a question mark dodge. You can see she's driving here on her left.
And that was great positioning there by the goalie. She was just able to find that little slither of space there on the right side and connect to the end of back of the net.
Yeah, she's driving back, snapping back to that right hand. Hilkoff, of course, playing her college lacrosse at Clemson University, where we saw her score a lot of goals. But Wales able to win the draw control again there. That was Katie Lachowski. Now Dryden with the ball. Back to Lachowski.
Yep.
A couple of errors here from the Welsh attackers.
Going with the stick angle there instead of the body, so you could see her cut off the progression of the transition there for Israel. Beautiful grab there by number 23. She's been an incredible part of their transition game, Zoe Martin.
Yeah, Zoe Martin has just been so quick, and we highlighted at the top of this. 3 Israeli players, the top point scorers of this tournament, 1, 2, 3 are all players from Team Israel, and Zoe Martin is one of those players. She's really developed as the tournament has gone on, using that speed. And you see there, burying it past the goalkeeper, Harriet Brooks. So, despite being 2 goals down, Wales have had the advantage in the draw circle so far this afternoon. As you see, both number 5s back in the middle. Williams versus Levy-Smith.
Again to that exact same spot as the first draw of the game, and they're able to capitalize on this again.
And Sophie Morrill able to scoop that ball up. She'll be credited with 2 draw controls. Dryden with the ball. We've seen it in her stick a lot so far. But Wales looking to move quickly.
Such a nimble little pass there. Unfortunate it didn't stay in the stick. And Israel will get possession there.
You get the sense that the Welsh attack are just rushing it a little bit. There are wide open opportunities. That was a great opportunity. But I'd like to see them work the ball around a little bit more.
And I think maybe just an extra second there. Sometimes with that attack, they'll think about the next move before the ball actually gets into the stick. So it's all about giving attention to every part of that play there.
So Israel back on attack.
Beautiful cut there. And we did see that happen a lot yesterday. They have to collapse on those cuts and get 2 steps ahead there to cut off that body positioning.
And that was just a great feed from Stoller. She leads the tournament in points. She's passing it off here to the captain, Rachel Rosen, who just manages to avoid crossing over there. So the goal for Rachel Rosen. Give the assist to Jackie Stoller. playing on the team with her two sisters. So there's 3 Stoller sisters on the field, or in the squads today.
Let's go, Wales!
And we can see that Williams went early there.
Yeah, a little illegal procedure. So Israel will come up with this draw.
And that will be Israel's first draw of the afternoon.
Great protection there by number 21, Jordan Lipkin.
Ball with Stoller. She just had the assist a moment ago.
Great crease defense there.
And another assist for Jackie Stoller, finished by Jordan Lipkin, the attacker out of Maryland University. And that is a water break, and it comes at a good time for the Welsh defence. It has been all Israel so far. This quarter, we'll take a quick break and be back with you when play resumes. So we are back out to the draw circle. Israel have taken an early lead in this matchup. They currently lead 4-0. But Wales have dominated the draw circle so far today.
Oh, wonderful reaction there, and flicked to themselves by number 5. I think she won't be able to maintain that possession at the end there, but wonderful effort there from Wales.
Yeah, good effort from Charlotte Williams, but the ball now in the stick of the goalkeeper, Julie Krupnik.
Nice coverage here also in the transition. They're only leaving that low player open, cutting off those transition passes.
So ball in the stick of Martin. She's already got one today. Pumping for that shooting space. It is not given.
I think that defender was mirroring her the whole time. Just about on the edge of a 6 length away, I would say.
And what has been so impressive about this Israeli team is exactly that type of play. They weren't able to connect there,
and
that a lot of their goals are assisted.
That's exactly what we need to see from number 3. Even though it looks a little bit messy, her stick was fully matched up with that cutter in the midfield, taking that pass offline.
And that is the defender, Maeve McKenney, marking up on Jordan Lipkin.
She is locked in. You can see her focus is 100% on that ball carrier.
Drive here from Frischman.
Nice pressure there as well from Ellie Gastra, getting that pass a little bit under pressure there for Israel.
This is Rachel Rosen, the veteran for the Israeli team. Back to Stoller.
There you go. I love to see great body position, good focus. I think that was a little bit unlucky there for number 13 to get that block.
You can see Gastra is calling for a charge. She made the symbol to the official that she is going to be called for a push. And that will send number 21, Jordan Lipkin, to the line. She has been lethal this tournament. One of those players ranked in the top 3 for points this championship. Has a wide open Hannah Hilkoff, cuts in, but not able to convert.
Great coverage there by number 5, focusing on the body.
So Caught behind with Stoller.
You can see number 3 here. She can't decide which player to take. It's so hard with that 3-second rule to figure out where you're going to stand. I think she did the best she could there.
So Jackie Stoller already filling up the stat sheets. She already had 2 assists, and that is a good individual effort from her. You just see her dip her shoulder, use that screen to finish. I would have liked to have seen a bit more body contact from the Welsh defence there. But give Stoller the goal. Israel extend their lead to 5. Hilcoff and Williams back in the draw circle. We've seen Israel rotate between Hilcoff and Levy-Smith. Wales largely opting for Williams in that draw circle.
Great possession there. She'll definitely get advantage there. Israel not controlled with the release of that check, bringing it back up.
And that was number 22, Lulu Rowlands, who picked up that draw control.
Let's go Wales!
Ball back behind with Dryden. And let's see if Wales decide to take a little bit more time off this possession. We've seen them go quick. That might be their tactic.
A little bit too much traffic here. I think those attackers have to give her more space to make that roll.
Yeah, and we know that Dryden, number 16, likes to roll that crease on the left hand, so I think she needs to be telling her fellow attackers kind of to move out of her way. As Rowlands on the drive there. Over to the captain, Ellie Garstra.
That is going to definitely be an advantage call.
And that is good pressure from the Israeli defenders.
Yeah, I think Israel getting a little too errant with these sticks here. Surprised to not see a harder call a little bit earlier.
And there is a flag on that play. So it will be, I believe, the captain, Ellie Garstra, who is celebrating her 100th appearance for the Welsh national team today, who is awarded this free position opportunity, centre hash.
She has a couple of options here.
And she will get that ball back. Slightly aggressive.
Just too close to the head on those sticks. Good call there from the officials.
So it is the veteran captain with the ball now.
She has some passing options. You can see Wales here trying to give her additional ones. Again, cross the body there on Team Israel.
I'd like to see her release a shot a little bit earlier. She's running it in so far that the Israeli defense are able to collapse, and that's why they're getting those back checks. But third time lucky.
I think if she does release earlier, it's going to have to be a bounce. And I think she might be worried about losing a little bit of momentum there.
She had another flag on that play.
Exactly.
That takes a shot.
And Team Israel will have to be careful there. We have seen the officials issue yellow cards for failing to adjust how you're playing defense if you continue to get those shooting space calls. They will be giving verbal warnings on the field.
Type of play that the Welsh team need to be doing more of, in my opinion. Rowlands, a really hard dodge from the wing. She forced the slide, dumped it off to the young rookie Flo Rogers. Rogers will be playing in that under-20 World Championships for the Welsh under-20 team in a couple of weeks' time.
And you can see them making sure that she has outlet passes here under the pressure, but she's not able to adjust and see those looks in time. Israel being aggressive with those checks. And we are just under a minute and a half left in this first quarter.
And we are seeing a lot of free position opportunities in this tournament as a whole, but in this match already. And this is someone who, if you're an Israeli fan, you want to see on the free position mark. It is the speedy attacker, Zoe Martin.
I think if Wales had been a little bit more careful with their arms there, they could have gotten a charge call, because it looked like she was forcing her way through those defenders, but If we see the motion in those hands a little bit, that'll negate that.
And that is another save from the goalkeeper, Harriet Brooks. Castro now transitioning the ball. We have seen her as the #1 transition option for the Welsh team.
Let's go, Wales!
Over to Warren.
Had an incredible impact on yesterday's game, I think, with 4 goals. Oh, what a beautiful little dump there!
And you can hear the Welsh fans there directly underneath us. They like that one. Wales playing Israel at their own game with a feed from behind. That's Ellie Jones to Phoebe Smith, a dinky little goal there. And that one in just in time for the quarter. We will leave you here. The score 5 to Israel, 1 to Wales at the end of the first quarter in this second semi-final. A reminder, the winner of this will face England in the final in a couple of days' time.
Quick personnel change. Moza, EJ, Ruler in attack. Then we had Maeve.
I didn't know whether it was like online.
No, it is, but
How do you feel putting on a Welsh shirt?
it was easier than I thought it would be. Them playing Ireland yesterday was not as fun. It's literally like they're so funny in the background and it's like probably in the camera. Like, oh my god. Yeah. Not ideal. But, when did you guys go?
Literally today. Yeah. I'm doing well across stuff, yeah. Last minute, we're going to start today, but I don't know if anyone's going to turn up today. So then we've got other possessions. And obviously, we don't see any football.
To manage to get these, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I individually from one of these two. I was like,
Let's go, Wales!
Izzy?
Is it?
Izzy?
Someone can get a drink.
Where's he got? Oh, okay.
Or there's a vending machine.
Okay. So no, no one's got a drink.
Middle.
Yeah.
Let's go, Willie! Let's go, Wales!
We are joining you for this second quarter, a little bit delayed, getting our own things together here in the commentary booth.
Yeah, apologies if you could hear our mics in that break. We did turn them off, so not quite sure how that happened, but you might have heard us discussing how many caps some of the Welsh players have. Someone who doesn't have many caps but has got many goals is that player there for Team Israel. Number 25, Hannah Hilcoff, with her second goal of the afternoon. And Hilcoff just such a strong player. Deceptive stick movement.
And I think we were saying earlier she is a recent promotion from that U20 team, is she not?
No, not Hilcoff. I believe this is her first time representing the Israeli team in any discipline, but she has been playing college lacrosse out of Clemson. She's been absolutely excellent at Clemson. I've watched quite a few of their games, and she has been a real star for that team. So again, we're seeing Joffrey transitioning the ball over to the captain, Rosen. And Lipkin on a feed to a wide open Jackie Stoller.
Incredible job to get a piece of that stick there by number 13, and great awareness by the goalie to react to that. And Wales will retain the ball here. I think there was a late trip there on Ellie Gastra.
here is Ellie Garstra celebrating that 100th cap. I can't believe that anyone could play 100 times in a country.
I think that was something off ball, maybe offsides, possibly. But she will get the ball back in her stick.
That's unlucky for Team Israel. I'm not really sure what the call was there.
Oh, but there they go. They'll get it back there.
And it's Levy Smith charging in. Oh,
knocking into one of her own teammates. And unfortunately not coming up with the final possession there. Great effort.
So it's looking a little bit cagey.
Loving the aggressive defense here from number 3 on Team Wales. Baiting with the stick a little bit.
So the ball with Hilkoff. She had the last goal.
Great body positioning there initially by number 24. Isn't able to hold it. And I think that shot went off after that shooting space whistle, and the officials are saying no goal.
And Wales do just need to do a little bit of a better job of getting bodies on players like Hilkoff and Martin. The initial contact, as you say, is there, but then as they continue to drive...
The dodge and the re-dodge are deadly.
Yeah, exactly.
Nicely done there by number 5, getting that stick in the passing lane.
But Israel able to pick the ball up again.
Beautiful footwork there.
With Rosen.
By both players, actually, on offense and defense, reacting to each other.
This is Lipkin.
Great pickup there by number 3, not allowing that speed to continue as she rolls the cage.
As the ball back in the hands of Stoller. But we're going to have an off-ball foul called by the official. That foul will be on the Welsh player Floss Burdett. And the ball back in the stick of Hannah Hilkoff, who charges in. And yes, they will call that a goal. Give Hannah Hilkoff a first half hat-trick. Great individual efforts from her as she finishes that free position. No problem at all.
And we have a change of goalkeeper here for Team Wales. Number 23, Izzy Zealy.
Yep,
coming in.
You can see Brooks has struggled. But I think the whole Welsh defence has struggled with this high-power Israeli attack.
I think they've had a great job at getting their heads up and cutting off those passes, getting a couple of knockdowns, but I think they need to apply that to those first, second, and third slides. I think number 3, Maeve McKenney, is doing an outstanding job here, really controlling the speed of those drives. She's been a standout for me so far this game.
And the ball back in the sticks of the Israeli attackers.
Beautiful job there. Ooh.
So the new Welsh goalkeeper, Izzy Zealy, picking up her second save of the afternoon. You can see Williams thought the ball was hers, but she is called for the push. And it will be a centre hash, a free position from Levy Smith. And Israel just seem to have so many free cutters all the time. They're quick, but they're also really clever and just cutting at the exact time when the Welsh defenders have turned their heads. This Martin.
Great slide there by Maeve McKenney. Wales not able to come up with that ground ball.
And
lovely
save
there.
There from Zealy.
Fresh off the sideline and immediately contributing in this game.
I feel there's so many puns that could be done there. Zealy giving it some zeal, something like that. But the ball now in the Welsh attack. We haven't seen it here much this quarter. Ball with Rowlands.
They're going to want to wait for a smart opportunity here. Give the defense a moment to catch their breath. That was a really long stint for them on defense.
Yeah, really long stint, and they did well to come away with the ball.
I think
We're going to have another off-ball foul, and it might have been...
almost looked like I didn't see a crease violation call, but I don't know what it was.
I thought they were going to call...
You can see the official pointing to themselves. Maybe they
yeah, I'm not quite sure.
made an incorrect
I
call
thought it was
there
gonna
and
be an
just
off-ball
maintain.
foul.
Yeah, I think and just maintain possession.
As we see Phoebe Smith with the ball now. She has the lone goal for the Welsh.
A little too tight there on that cut. They need a little bit more separation from that Israeli defense, and she will get the shooting space call there.
Sophie Morrill, such a powerful player, known for her goal scoring ability, but she also is great off the assist as well. So Morrill charging in here.
Oop, not sure where that one was heading,
Yeah,
but
bit of a
great pickup by
miscommunication,
number
but-
22. Oh, right into the body of the goalie there.
I'm not really sure what happened on that free position. Bit of a miscommunication from Morrill. I thought she was going to rip it, and I think her teammate did too. So she was ducking to get out of the way, but Rollins picked it up, dodged underneath and was fouled. So this is number 22, Lulu Rollins.
She's looked really great at protecting this ball with those defensive players collapsing around her. I think we'll see her run it in and try and beat these defenders. And we do, but I think we lost a little bit of momentum there at the end, right on the goalie's shoulder.
But an uncharacteristic error from Team Israel. Julie Krupnik throws that off the sideline, and the ball will go back to the Welsh.
And that will be the officials calling for the mid-quarter water break, as there is a dead ball opportunity.
So we've seen a lot less from Team Israel in this quarter. I think only 2 goals scored so far in this quarter. 2 both from Team Israel.
And we're not halfway through. We're 5 minutes left to go. So
So much lower scoring. Maybe that is, we're starting to see the Welsh defence pick it up a bit. You've highlighted players like Maeve McKenny, who I think have been excellent on defence, starting to work out how they can limit the Israeli attack. But what can the Welsh be doing on their attack to make sure they're finishing the ball?
yeah, I think what's been a little bit of a key difference in the past few minutes is that it's not just Israel missing shots that aren't going in and backing up those goals. They're getting the deflection off the goalie and turning that into a change of possession, moving it upfield so we see them get more attack opportunities. I think they need to create more distance from each other on those cuts into the 15. You can see that that's where they're looking. They're not having a lot of success with these drives from the 15-meter. So I think, I'm not sure what I want to see here. A little bit, I haven't really been able to watch the off-ball movement because we've had actually so much chaos trying to get that initial feed off. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next.
I'd love to see a bit more of, a few more cuts from the top, I think, when the ball is in the stick of that number 8, Ellie Jones. You want to see the girls and the players cutting towards that. That's how they scored their first goal. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. I'd also like to see a bit more of the 2-man game. They did a really good job of that against Ireland. In fact, I think they scored half their goals off assisted 2-man game type looks. But let's see what they talked about in that timeout there.
Yeah, they were very good at giving each other enough room to have those drives, defense having to make those decisions on if they were going to slide or not. So I think that would actually be a great idea for them.
So for anyone just tuning in, Israel have been having it all their way. They lead in the first half of the second semi-final, 7-1. So we see Nia Martin into the game for Wales. And that is a 2-man game there.
Beautiful look.
And that is exactly...
Wonderful. And they're going to call that. Beautiful patience there. You can see she was playing with the goalie, making sure she faked her out. She did not waste that opportunity.
No, and I wonder if they were listening to me from afar, because we talked about wanting to see a bit more of the 2-man game, and that is exactly what we mean by that. Credit Lulu Rollins with the assist. She drew the attention, but a great ball there to Sophie Morrill, who catches it on her shoulder and buries that top shelf. And we do see a change up in the draw circle here. It's Maeve McKenny, the defender, who will go up against Levy Smith. As we see...
What a great little teamwork moment there. Smart check, ready for the ground ball on the defensive side.
I actually really love that change up on the draw circle. We've seen that the ball has been coming out to the circle, and Charlotte Williams is so strong on the draw circle. So I like the change up, her moving from taking the draw to being on the circle.
Another great look here.
Oh, and I thought Morrill was going to rip that one as well.
Needed a little bit more speed, I think, after that catch.
Yeah, but I think that's the right decision.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Take some time. They don't need to rush this.
I also agree with you on the change up on the draw. They were successful, but it was based on that rollout to the restraining line. You're not going to get that every time. So better to switch it up and see what opportunities you can create with new personnel. And that's going to be a charge call. Didn't have my eyeballs on that.
An off-ball charge called on Sophie Morrill. I'm not sure that I've ever seen an off-ball charge called before in my life. But I think that was what the call was.
I'll be interested to talk to the officials and have that explained to me after the game.
So Israel with the ball back in their six. This is Olivia Mannon. Over to Rosen. Rosen actually played in that semi-final 5 years ago against Wales, and she was part of that squad that won the silver medal. She's been so effective on the assists. We saw in their quarter-final against Italy, Rosen actually had 7 assists. So she has been a key piece for this Israeli attack. And so has this
great
woman here,
slide
Jackie
by
Stoller.
Maeve McKenny. I think she really is setting the tone for this defense. And you can see they're frustrated with that. 2.5 minutes to go here before this halftime break.
So yeah, it has been a low-scoring quarter. 2-1 the score this quarter, but Levy Smith with a great opportunity, and I thought she might hand that off to Hilkoff, but she keeps going herself, improves her angle by veering off to the right and puts that ball past Zeely. That's Racheli Levy Smith's first goal of the game and the 8th of the match for Team Israel.
And we're going to see Maeve McKenny back here on the draw.
And it has been mostly Levy Smith taking these. So she scored that goal, goes straight back to the draw circle against Maeve McKenny. She is the strongest player on the Welsh team.
And you can see that leaves Israel with only, oh no, sorry, they do have 2 attackers down there. Thought it was only 1. A little bit of a unintentional trip there. And Israel will retain possession.
Ball now in the stick of Lipkin. It's across to Hilkoff. And Hilkoff with 3 goals already today. And that just a great draw and dump play.
Beautiful feed, beautiful fake. So hard to match up with that as a goalie.
So Hannah Hilkoff picking up an assist on that goal to Zoe Martin as we watch this one back on the replay. I'm not sure the slide needed to go there from Lachowski. And her taking that slide just left Martin completely free, and she's so quick and speedy. So Wales trying a 3rd different draw taker here. It is Dryden, another veteran player for this Welsh team.
Just 30 seconds left in this quarter. Oh, a little bit of uncontrolled stick motion there, but they'll get away with it.
Wow, my heart was in my throat there as Williams had it, almost waving the stick around like a magic wand.
Exactly. I think I would have called out either team for having that much movement, but...
So ball with Smith now.
And I think I have 5, 4, 3 counting down. They're going to have to make a quick move here. Hard to do that hand change in front of your defense, who can get that stick-on-stick contact and dislodge the ball. Seen it a couple times in the past 2 days with Wales.
And look at the speed from Martin here.
Great
She's
pick up there, though.
so quick.
Ooh.
Really loopy ball in there.
And
Picked
Wales
off.
will need to. Oh, that is going to be a call for sure. closer to the head on that one, I'd say.
So not long left in this quarter. Oh, and that was a great opportunity.
Oh, goodness, she tries to go between her own legs, I think. And we're going to see a card here at the very end.
Yeah, that is going to be on the shooter, Iona Dryden. She tried a little Twizzler shot, but unfortunately shot that into the legs of one of the Israeli players.
Yeah, and without seeing the path of what the ball would take, it would be considered a dangerous follow-through.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that is the right call from the officials.
And that is halftime.
That is the end of the half. Israel looking as impressive as they have in every game so far this tournament. They are leading this match 9-2. Anna, what have you liked about this Israeli team so far this match?
Patience. I don't think they're rushing. Although, actually, I would say that they have to rein in the stick skills a little bit. I think the officials will be looking to tighten up the calls a little bit in the second half. Especially, you know that Wales will be trying to make a comeback here. But I think they've been spreading the ball around. They're not focusing on any specific player. Just really well measured pace lacrosse.
Yeah, I've liked pretty much everything about the Israeli team. They've played solid defence. They've been so quick in the midfield. I actually think between them and England, it's tough to know who are the quickest midfielders in this tournament. But gosh, Zoe Martin is quick when she's transitioning that ball. They've also done a good job on the draw circle, although I think that's probably been about 50-50. But it is the Israeli attack, which is absolutely standout. It's beautiful to watch. There's passing, there's driving. I really don't think there are any holes that I can see in that Israeli attacking unit.
No, and one thing that Wales will have to be careful of is that now Iona Dryden has 6 points on that card tally. So if she wants to play in the game tomorrow, she cannot get a yellow card today.
Yeah, that's a great point. So maybe we will see Dryden being rested a little bit in this second half. And I also wonder at what point that the Wales lacrosse coaching staff might start to think about resting some of their players. Obviously, there's still a game to play here, but I do expect if the goal scoring from the Israeli team continues in this same way, that they might start to think about resting some of their players for that bronze medal match. But who knows? There's still another half of lacrosse to play here in Braga, Portugal. We will step aside for about 10 minutes as the players are going inside for half-time. Join us back for the second half of this second semi-final, Wales versus Israel.
expecting with more of the care workload, but let's not that mean that we're not covering the covers and watching it coming in. Like we can't have just one person. So much harder. That's why they have the water.
Can I just say something quickly on just on the, I think we were right in saying like when they're running, they are knowing it's really finish their drive, and it's kind of obvious when they're eating, they're doing this. Like, and they're not like, I don't think they're that perceptive. Okay? So we have to respond more to that. As you see them going, we need a full stride tactic, full crash going. Okay? Otherwise, we're looking up for the feed, we're getting in the hands of the feed and things like that. I think with that, okay, I don't think they're playing
So they
I've got 2 points. Sorry.
I don't know where that's going. I don't know what it's for.
Second point as well is they are driving in, we are crashing, and then we are coming back off to reset, and then they've gone again. So if we've gone and we've crashed, we need at least 2 people to stay on the ball. The others can reset, but a couple of times they've literally gone in, look like they've everyone's gone away, and then they've done something again. So you just need to make sure, composite, who's resetting, who's staying on that ball as well.
Offensively, the 1-4 structure is pretty much non-existent on our side of the game. Way. The reason we have this set is spread out, possess the ball a bit more. We shouldn't really be equal in the crease unless we are playing a 2-man game. We still in the crease, get the fuck out, get out of it and play. Apart from that, we possess the ball, grind it down, keep doing what we're doing. Team going in, so little DJ in the attack. I only ever attack the team, so or on the attack wing, D wing, and then D side. Harry, Ellie Gastra, May, Flossie, Warren, be in the attack for me. Lulu, happy with the draw? And then, yes. Warren, you're going to release the penalty. So you'll be on the circle, but stay in attack until the penalty is released. So the 5 back are Flossie, Willie, Maeve, Harry, Ellie.
Girls, really quickly before we go back out, smile on you. Genuinely, you got up for it, the energy was great. You got out there, and it started. And playing with passion, that's great. We are waiting for the ball to get into that. But we are, just relax. Take a deep breath, figure it out. Yes, in attack, we're moving the ball well. We're constantly moving through, we are getting there. Okay? We are moving the ball well. Yes, we're scoring, we've got some good shooting. Brilliant, well done. In attack, we've shown when we take the patience, we take our time, we put the ball in the back of the net. We've always come up with some saves. Okay, very simple. But just keep playing with a bit of freedom, and
that long. It's only a 60-minute match. 40, so I should be able to run that.
Oh, geez, maybe you should have.
Welcome back to the second half of this second semi-final matchup here at the European Championships 2024, live from Portugal, Braga. Israel currently having everything their own way. They lead Wales 9-2. It's been a really up and down affair. Wales managing to get a little bit more back in it in that last quarter, but the Israeli attack is looking unstoppable. Anna, what have you thought so far?
I think Maeve McKinney has been the player of the game for me in how she's setting the tone on defense, immediately slowing down that Israeli attack, being very aggressive but very safe with the body positioning. And we've seen Wales come up with a lot more of those transition balls, those ground balls off the goalie, and I think they've made some great adjustments in the draw circle to make sure that they get those possessions off the draw. So smart change making, but it's just this Israeli defense and Israeli attack has just been marvelous to watch.
Yeah, and for me, I think so far the player of the game from an Israeli side of things is number 25, Hannah Hilkoff. She's had 3 goals and an assist. She's looked so strong. She's picked up a couple of draw controls. But really, the Israeli attack just so balanced. We've seen Jackie Stoller with 3 points, Zoe Martin with a couple of goals, Hilkoff with 4 points. You know, it's just pretty even distribution.
Yeah, I hope we see both sides rein in the checks a little bit. Hopefully getting that extended break will help sink their shoulders a little bit. Both teams have the skills to get through this game without it and still create a lot of turnovers and things like that. So hopefully everything will stay measured but passionate. I'll say that.
Yeah, and a great point that you made before the half-time is that Iona Dryden, number 16 for Wales, picked up a yellow card just before the end of that half. That puts her on 6 points. So if she gets another card this match, she will not be able to participate in the final match of the tournament. So expect to see her rein it in a little bit more.
Yeah.
As we're back out for the draw control, it is the battle of the fives, Williams versus Levy-Smith.
Great defensive body positioning there, whether intentional or not, by number 34 to ensure that her teammate can come up with that ground ball.
And it is going to be won by Levy-Smith, who passes it back to Joffrey. Over to Lily Stoller, one of the 3 Stoller sisters playing in this match today. And back into the stick of Hilkoff.
And we need to see Wales tighten up these cuts, make sure they're getting their sticks in the air. Great. A little bit late, but successful nonetheless. Slide there from number 3, Maeve McKinney.
And Israel have moved that ball so quickly. They've caught Wales in shooting space.
Great awareness there for the slide. Just hard to do coming up from that goal line extended to meet that player there. It's almost impossible.
And this is a wide open Hannah Hilcoff.
And I think Wales may use this to set up more strategically to cut off these adjacent passes.
Yeah, great passing there from Israel. That was Stoller finding Hilcoff. Hilcoff now finding Martin. Back to Hilcoff.
There's only 5 defenders here. Are we still
Yeah, we're
running
still on the
card
card.
time?
We're still on the card. You can see Dryden in the box, so time must be off the card relatively soon, but I think she only got that yellow card just before the end of the second half. So it's Levy Smith who finds a wide open Rosen, hits the post every goalkeeper's best friend.
I didn't have to gasp there. The crowd did it for me.
And Wales are now even.
Great coverage there by the goalie. Hard to read that 3 times in a row, though. It's so much rotation in the feet, in the torso, but great playmaking there by Israel.
So that is Lipkin on the assist to Rosen. God, they are so good. They look so good. That is a little 2-man game behind. There were a few other opportunities, I think, where they could have shot the ball. But Rosen finishing that one off. The assist to Jordan Lipkin. And we can see the Welsh fans starting up a rendition of Bread of Heaven on the sidelines. They are trying to urge their team on here.
And that's going to be illegal procedure on Wales. Looks like maybe a little bit of movement on the draw circle. And that card has now expired. We have a full matchup now on defense for Team Wales as Israel make an aggressive slide into the middle there. And we have the arms up by the officials. That's going to be a yellow card, unfortunately, back-to-back. But on number
10, I think, Laura Warren.
And that will also be 6 points for her.
Wales in a little bit of card trouble here. As definitely not intentional, but Warren clips the face of Stoller. Stoller, a star attacker out of Florida. She plays her lacrosse, I believe, at Florida Southern. And she will be awarded this opportunity as Israel will once again be a player up for the next 2 minutes.
Perfect opportunity to slow down that momentum there. And Wales will try to move this ball up as soon as possible. Oh, risky
Nice
pass
grab
there
from
with the
Dryden.
pressure from Israel, but Dryden takes it up confidently.
Yeah, really good grab there from Dryden.
Number 12 wide open as Israel matches up here.
Yeah, I don't think Wales.
And you can
We'll
see
look
Israel
to
now
push this.
using this backer so that that initial player-on-player defender can push all the way out, and number 34 would be there ready to take that double if Eligastro got through both of them, but that was definite sticks across the body there.
Yeah,
Nice
this is
call
a
by the
real
officials.
strength of the captain, Garstra. I'm not surprised to see them put the ball in her stick. She can just run for days. She's quite happy to run past this double team.
And you can see Israel ready to pressure from that restraining line.
Yeah, Garstra just so confident on the ball, but she has to watch the back check.
And that is going to be a change of possession. I think she held out for as long as she could there. Nice pressure on that pickup there from number, I don't know that number, but great double here, pressuring that ball all the way down below the goal line extended.
Yeah, a little bit surprised to see Wales in a double team when they are a player down.
And that was some scrappy but successful defense there by Team Wales. Didn't see a lot of sticks, swinging around. It was just making the passing lane a little bit tougher for that Israeli team.
And that's a great take there from Nia Martin. She played in that under-20 European Championships last summer in Prague.
They're going to have to be ready for these initial double teams, though.
It's Dryden circling round there. And Wales are now even. You can see on your screen, number 18, Katie Lachowski, making this a 6v6 matchup again. So ball with Rowlands. Up to Lachowski.
Oh, great open opportunity there for number 20. Kind of had some sticks in the passing lanes there, so a little bit difficult to make that safe feed.
And I just love to see a few more cuts when the ball swings behind from the Welsh team. That's how they scored that beautiful first goal.
Oh, and that had just enough space, but Israel was able to read that. But I agree with you. I think some offsetting picks there to create a little bit more distance, create a little bit more confusion for the defense is going to be beneficial for Wales there.
So the ball now being carried down by Rachel Rosenberg. Not to be confused with the captain, Rachel Rosen. Rosenberg playing on defence, but Rosen in attack. Hannah Hilkoff with the ball.
And a long feed there to the goal line extended. Oh, that's going to be a definite call there.
That was a nice give and go opportunity. We saw Hilkoff making that long pass and then extending her legs to take that ball. And this is what you want to see if you are an Israeli fan. It's Hannah Hilkoff on the centre hash. She makes no mistake there. That is Hannah Hilkoff's 4th goal of the afternoon. Anna, how good has Hilkoff been this afternoon?
She's just dependable, so solid and confident with the ball in her stick, making the most out of all the opportunities she's been given. And you can see there the full range of motion on that shot.
I just think she doesn't. She's not flashy, but she's solid. She's so strong, and she just really has the confidence to go to goal and finish those balls. We've also seen a shot percentage be really strong this match, which it hasn't always been. So yeah, impressive play from Hilkoff. We will leave you here as the teams grab a water break. The scores are 11 to Israel, 2 to Wales.
And we are back after checking in with some close games on other fields here at in Braga, Portugal. We have a 3-goal game currently winding down between Sweden and the Netherlands, and a 3-1 lead for Czechia against Team Germany.
Yeah, and a reminder that although it is just Wales, Israel and England who can now contest for the gold medal, there is more at stake here, as this is the first time in the European Championships that this tournament will be used as a qualifier for the World Championships taking place in Japan in 2026. Only 7 teams will be invited to participate at that tournament.
From Europe.
From Europe. 16 teams overall. The teams that are not in the semi-finals, so teams such as Germany, Czechia, Italy. And I would need to check and Ireland, of course. Those teams are still battling it out in the hope of finishing in the top 7 and receiving that invitation to play at that World Championships. So the ball now in the Wales attack. Here is Lachowski.
Hard angle here. I think it's a smart decision to pass that off. You can see Israel was not going to allow her to switch hands and take that alternate direction to the goal.
And that is going to be a great chase there from Phoebe Smith. What hustle from the Hawks player. Smith, once the youngest on this Welsh squad. She played in the 2017 World Championships. She is now a real leader, vice captain for the Welsh team. As we see Dryden trying to squeeze past.
A charge call, I believe, on Wales, and I think that's deserved. I can see her pushing through, lifting the stick above her head. She couldn't get there on her own with just running her way through.
And this Israel defence just suffocating the Welsh. Dryden clearly frustrated with that call. But there are going to be offsetting fouls here as one official called a charge and the other called a push. So I think we're about to see a throw. But they are having some discussion here. And yes, it is going to be a throw. This will be between Rosenberg and Dryden.
They need to keep a meter's worth of space between them. And it's going to be first to the ball. Iona Dryden getting a great little advantage there, and she'll have to give the ball back to Israel. Possible cover there. Yep, and she'll have to make her way 4 meters behind. Or just even. My mistake. Nope, I was right.
You were exactly right.
Oftentimes they'll start it as soon as they see that player beginning to head backwards and not wait for the full setup.
So it was a bit stop-start, but the ball now with Rosenberg. She's been a key piece of the Israeli defense now to Wazowski. We're seeing Abby Soller, the third Soller sister, into the game for the first time, as Lipkin is pressured by number 21, Harriet Mann.
Just 4 minutes left to go, I believe, in this quarter. Hard pressure there from number 3, Maeve McKenney. And that will be a check across the body.
And you can see McKenney.
She's just doing whatever she can to slow that attacker down.
Yeah, but she lifts her hands up there. She didn't think that was a foul. So the ball with number 3, Jackie Soller, the tournament's leading point scorer. As a mishandle there from Levy Smith.
Great recovery there on the footwork by number 5. Keeping this pressure tight.
And just a reminder for anyone joining us, the winner of this match will take on England in the final of this competition.
Uncharacteristic, a couple of wonky passes there from Team Israel, and Wales will capitalize and move this ball upfield.
Ball now with Flo Rogers, one of the youngest players on the Welsh team. Now with Morel, the attacker out of Centaurs Lacrosse Club. Over to Lachowski.
Not able to get that one step ahead there on the defender.
But she
will
is
get
called.
the push call.
Yeah, she'll get a flag there. So it'll be Katie Lachowski. This is her first major tournament for the Welsh team. Lachowski is a doctor. Pretty impressive being able to save lives and play at such a great level. As Ellie Jones tried to wrap the ball around her face there, but loses the handle.
Oh, beautiful attempt there by number 15 on Wales. Or sorry, number 12. Give credit where it's due. And that is going to be an advantage call. Look across the body there to dislodge
and
that
something
ball.
I think is interesting is the officials are really not giving anything away with these back checks this tournament. Almost every back check we are being seen called for a foul. That's not always the case. But at the moment, that is what we're seeing from the officials. Ball back into the stick of Hilkoff. Hilkoff has 4 goals already this afternoon. Now up top to Brooke Frischman.
Oh, you can see number 24 there doing a great job to just hedge her stick in to avoid that shooting space call. That's not a player you want to allow at the very top of that 15-meter.
So again, the ball in the stick of Hilkoff. Hilkoff actually played for Team Israel in the World Games, that the sixes format of the game. As it is Stoller.
A little bit harder on that one. I think it's going to be 21 coming away with that call. Nope, my mistake.
And this is Abby Stoller, the first time she has been sent to the free position line today. And I could imagine a pass off here to Hilkoff.
I think just under 30 seconds here. You can see the official asking for them to stop the clock as they bring the ball back on.
So Zoe Martin over to Hilkoff.
Beautiful 2-man game there, asking for the shooting space call. Great interception there, or interference, I would say, by Wales, but they'll get that another shooting space.
This is Frischman. She charges in, switches to her left hand. She missed her last free position opportunity, but makes no mistake there and bounces the ball past Zealy for Frischman's first goal of the game. That will take the score here. I know that the name there says Lindsay Epstein. We believe number 18 to be Brooke Frischman. Has been so far this tournament.
And we're back to that initial draw controller, I think, where we had that exact same rollout to the restraining line, and Wales coming up with that ball yet again. Wonderful grab there, and she will get that shooting space. Number 14, Sophie Morrill, who's been wonderful around that crease area.
Actually, talking about Brooke Frischman, the attacker who just scored that goal from the Israeli team, she will actually also be playing in the Under-20 World Championships this summer. So she might see Flo Rogers from Team Wales there as well. The two of them both playing both in this tournament and in the Under-20s. So Sophie Morrill has a free position opportunity, but that is taken away.
We've seen such incredible speed by number 23, Zoe Martin, all through this tournament in the midfield. Can't miss her with those orange cleats running up the field. And that'll be the end of our third quarter here in semi-final 2.
So Israel running away with this one. They are leading Wales by 10 goals, 12-2. Join us back in a couple of minutes for the fourth and final quarter of this one. We are back out here for the fourth and final quarter of this semi-final matchup, which has been a relatively one-sided affair. Israel leading Wales by 10 goals. They haven't put a foot wrong in the attack, but Wales continuing to put pressure on this Israeli team. The winner of this match will face England in the final in a couple of days' time. England looking strong this morning, beating Scotland 11-5. But Israel not able to connect on that one, and it is picked up by Lahovsky as Rogers grabs this one.
Oh, Israel was ready for a little bit of pressure there, but beautiful wrist strength there by number, is it 19?
Yeah, that's Flo Rogers. Flo Rogers still at university, playing her lacrosse at Manchester University. Over to Rowlands, another member of that Centaurs team. And back to Ellie Garstra, who is celebrating her 100th appearance for the Welsh national team today. What an achievement that is for her. Garstra with it now, looking to work the two-man game with Rowlands.
Oh,
Ooh,
and
a
pressure
really errant
from
pass there.
Israel will send that past almost the space, I'd say.
So back with the rookie Rogers, over to her friend and teammate at Manchester and Wales, Nia Martin, back with Katie Burt, seeing her into the game for the first time.
Oh, surprised not to see an advantage that called there from the officials.
And I think they're
But
going to
she
call
will
that
get
now.
that now.
So I think it will be number 4, Katie Burt, who will have this free position opportunity, as we're seeing the Welsh team getting a few new faces out there. Burt, I believe, has been a graduate or has been at both Cardiff and Swansea University, the two of the main universities in Wales. And a good check there from Rowlands. She's telling her team, let's calm it down, let's find a good opportunity here.
I like that despite the goal difference here. I don't think we've seen a different Wales with a 2-goal deficit than we have with a 10-goal deficit. That's always great to see. They're playing this all the way to the end, still trying to get those attack systems and those cuts to work. So I like to see them earning every possession here and not giving up.
But I was going to say, I thought that was great defence. But a little push, I think, at the end there, as Rowlands with the ball.
Yep,
And there's a
hard
flag
to
on
do
that
that.
play.
Need a bit of nimbleness with the left hand there to make that shot work.
And make no mistake about it, the Welsh team will be disappointed with this performance. It's a very strong Israel team, but Wales will have liked to have thought they could have done better here today, but they will make sure they learn from this and take it forward to what will likely be the bronze medal match for them. I imagine that will be a real hard-fought game. Two old rivals, Wales-Scotland, likely playing in that bronze medal match, as Israel and England looking likely to contest the final.
They're connecting those passes, but you can see they're dipping a little bit down towards the knees. Need to have a little bit more strength there in these final moments. That's going to be a push on Israel, or possibly shooting space, but I think either one would have worked there.
Rowlands pushed that.
Nice spread out options here. Ellie, number 13, Ellie Garstra looking open for this feed if she needs it.
Oh, and a great save there from Krupnik in goal. She's been good all afternoon, hasn't had that much to do, but when she has been excellent.
And this is going to be official time on number 3. our third player reaching 6 points in this game. She's going to have to be very careful in these final minutes when she's allowed back on the field.
So we'll have a throw here.
Was that offset at cards? Is there also a card for 34?
I think you're right. We will just need to count the number of players out there, but
I think we see 5.
5v5 here. But Wales throwing that one away, and they will be called for the foul there. So it's number 1, Wazowski with the ball. Over to Rosenberg. Into the stick of Lipkin, the Maryland lacrosse attacker. She will have learnt so much from that lacrosse powerhouse college, as that was a great 1, 2, 3. Hilkoff to Lipkin, finished by Martin. And that will be Zoe Martin's third goal of the day, a hat trick for Martin, and the assist to Jordan Lipkin. Really nice take there from Martin. And the Welsh fans still out in force. You can probably hear those in the background.
And we do have confirmation that that was an offset card for number 3, Maeve McKenney, and number 34, Olivia Mannon, for misconduct.
Misconduct?
So I can understand maybe you have 2 players getting exceptionally frustrated with each other. The officials have been very strict with how players are talking to each other on the field, making sure that they don't let things escalate. So those 2 will have 2 minutes off the field to cool off a bit.
Yeah, I'll be interested in hearing the story afterwards. But probably things just getting a little heated out on the field. Both teams highly competitive.
And Israel finally benefiting from that rollout to the restraining line that we've seen so many times this game.
And a mistake there, but Israel manages to pull that back in.
And it looks like we are even up on both sides. Quick card. I guess it took us a little while to confirm it, so made it seem shorter in the aftermath.
See a couple of new defenders into the game for Team Wales. It will be number 17, Iris Hampstead, and number 15, Evie Tipping.
Yeah, a little too aggressive there, trying to go for the under check and going across the body there.
So the ball with Wazowski. Just under 10 minutes remaining in this semi-final matchup. And Israel getting a few new players in. That is the captain, Batel Elakai, number 2 into the game. El-Kalay, maybe. Apologies for any mispronunciations there. So ball in the stick of Hannah Hilkoff. She has led her team today. Over to Martin. She scored the last goal for the Israeli team. Lipkin behind.
Shooting space call there.
And that will be a shooting space call on number 18, Frischman. Frischman playing at Old Dominion College. So back again to Lipkin.
Beautiful, confident finish there.
Yeah, Jordan Lipkin, her second goal of the afternoon, just really confident, taking that drive.
And we will have our final water break.
So we will step away. Just about 7 more minutes left in this matchup. Israel running away with it here on Field 1 at the European Lacrosse Championships. So this will be the final 7 minutes of the semi-finals here at the European Lacrosse Championships. Israel have had a fantastic day out on the field. They've made it hard for the Welsh team. And
looks like I think we had a toe over the line on the restraining line by Team Israel.
But Wales still really competitive despite the scoreline here. Coming up with that draw was Rowlands, as Lachowski brings it into the attack. And you see a wide open Rowlands there, but Burt not able to handle that ball. The Welsh fans have been exceptional this afternoon. We've heard a few chants and a few songs. Maybe they're putting themselves in contention for fans of the tournament. It probably has been the Dutch who are winning that battle so far. As we see Rosenberg carrying the ball.
Team Belgium also bringing an incredible wardrobe to this tournament. You'll also see Austria bring their lederhosen at every chance they get.
Just a shout out to Rachel Rosenberg, a defender who played her lacrosse at Ithaca College. She has been
beautiful interception there.
Great interception on Lachowski, and that looked quite graceful, didn't it?
Graceful, and a wonderful choice there in the midfield. Went over two other players, and oh, nice backup there by Team Wales.
And a nice opportunity there from the Welsh. They were looking to move it quickly.
I think you could see Wales here strategically benching these three players with 6 points, not risking anything that could take them out of tomorrow's game.
Yeah, I think that's a good decision.
Yep.
The game is too far gone for Wales to come back now, so you see them getting a few different players onto the field, resting the legs of some of those players who will be called upon in what is sure now to be the bronze medal match for Wales. Ball behind with Burt.
Smart reaction there. Look, one more pass.
So Bainham with the ball. Rosie Bainham, just so good to see her out on the field. She struggled with injury over the last few years. Graduate out of Birmingham University. As Rowland looks to work a two-man game.
Oh.
And another great save from Krupnik.
And they try a second attempt there, but unfortunately, a little bit too wide.
Those are the type of games, though, that I think the type of plays that we want to see Wales doing, those little two-man games. Flo Rogers lucky to get away with that swipe there. And some high pressure here. Great turnover from Iris Hampstead.
Wonderful body pressure there.
I think the official might be reaching for a card.
She is.
And that will be a card on, I believe, number 29, Shirin Ataji. So Hampstead, also her first major championships for the Welsh team. And we're going to see a timeout here from the Welsh. You can see the clipboard into the hands of the attacking coordinator, Will Baxter. Wonder what he is going to draw up for his team here.
It looks like we have a little bit of intervention from the sprinkler system here, something I'm familiar with as it happened to me yesterday running a coaching clinic on field 2.
Oh my gosh,
But,
that was a funny moment.
I think we're going to have a bit of a delay of game situation here as these
You can't see it on your screen, but the sprinklers are on all the way at the back of this field. I imagine there'll be a little bit of a delay in game here.
Luckily, in nowhere near the vicinity of any gear or team personnel. It's just on the end lines, as I think all of them have turned off now except for one side of the field. And they're aggressive. I think some players running into the street. Oh, no, they're trying to save the gear. Yep. But yes, this happened to me. I was running a coaching clinic with 15 coaches from different countries last night, and suddenly they got an extra challenge by moving the drill every 5 minutes as the sprinkler system rotated through the field. And this is the last game on this field today, so no worries of delaying any action after this. Photographer stepping in to get what I'm sure will be some great shots of the situation. And interesting that they were able to shut off 90% of these, but not these final 4. And we are back for these final 3 minutes of the final quarter of the semifinal. As we see Wales in possession after number 29 on Israel sent out with a card for a swipe. They move this ball around, search for some quick passes, and they find an open number 14, Sophie Morel, who had created such wonderful energy at the beginning of this game by getting those low feeds and making such great use of the crease in front of that goalie.
Yeah, that's the second goal of the game for Morel, and the second assist of the game for Ellie Jones. I think Wales will like that one. They clearly drew that up. Getting some practice in before their final match of the tournament.
And we are just under 2 minutes left here to go. After that almost weather interruption. And oh, would have been a beautiful finish there. For Team Wales. Sophie Morel will come back with this as she re-enters the pitch. Trying to give some instructions on what she wants the Wales attack to do. And they are able to get this feed and a shooting space call, as well as a little bit of a push there. I think the flag was up. And number 16, Iona Dryden, will take the 15-meter.
So Dryden powering in here. And she
a
manages
beautiful
to finish it.
First of the day for her.
First of the day for Dryden as Wales with a late surge here. Lovely free position finish from the attacker, Dryden.
And they're going to call game.
That is the end of this one. Israel defeating Wales 14-4. Israel will go on to play against England for the gold medal at this European Lacrosse Champs. They will play England on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Commiserations to Wales. They will contest the bronze medal matchup against Scotland at 11:30 a.m. on Saturday. Both teams having booked their invitations to the World Championships in 2026 in Japan. That was a fantastic performance from Israel, and I'm excited to see what they can do against the reigning champions. It will, of course, be a matchup, a rematch of the last European Championship final, where Israel played England, narrowly losing that one. As you can see, the teams will go out now to do their 3 cheers. Wales fans are happy. We will probably keep the stream on this pitch, as there might be a few exciting announcements coming. But from us, that will be it for today. Israel progressing to the final, beating Wales 14-4.